What's up everyone, my name is Swift Edge and welcome to The Test, an indie horror game on Steam where we are asked a series of questions that will reveal deep truths within us. Some of these questions may make us uncomfortable, but can we make it all the way through? That is the big question of all. Can we make it to the very end to find out a deep, hidden truth within? We shall see. But before we start this test, if you're new around here and enjoying what you're seeing, why not hit that subscribe button? It costs you nothing and you can unsubscribe anytime you'd like. Now let's see if I can find the answers that I want to the questions that I may not want to answer. If that didn't make sense to any of y'all, I understand it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. Ooh, hello. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with the truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. That's true. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Or do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. You know? As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Oh, so apparently these are going to be very in-depth questions. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply... No, this is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. Alright, kinda like this already. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you will often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Well, I mean, isn't that kinda how it goes? Like, oh, I wouldn't really do this. But if this was happening, then I would do this. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. Man, why do I feel like this is going to go very deep? And very terrifying. I don't know why. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. You know, we were going so well. Would you be alright with living alone forever? No. I really can't as well because I know I already have a son, so I don't. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No, actually. I used to. But now I like black, but I also like red more. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yeah, because I've okay, again, the circumstance. If I've watched them drop it, I'm going to pick it up and be like, hey, you dropped this. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? How did you know? If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? If I jumped into burning hot lava that would kill me, but this one chance, it's like, you're not going to get hurt, you can bet I'm jumping in there. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Not really. Would you say you have lots of charisma? Not really. Have you ever wished we could be temporarily frozen? No, actually, because I live in a place that's temporarily frozen 8 months out of the year. No, thank you. This is all very interesting. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions when put together spell the name Satan? I did not notice that. Does it make you uncomfortable? No. I'm Christian. It's going to take a lot more to make me uncomfortable than the name Satan. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Find them? Not really. If they're pointed out to me, Sometimes it's like, I used to as a kid. Nowadays, the games nowadays are being so saturated with so much shooting and action. There's not as much puzzle solving as there used to be in games nowadays. Nowadays, there are certain games that do it, but there's not a lot. Back then, there was quite a few puzzles. I feel like nowadays people don't have the patience for puzzles. So right now, I no longer really seek them out unless I know a game is kind of based around it. So no, I'm going to go with no. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Kind of. After you said Satan, I was like, is there going to be anything else? Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No. Because if you lie, you lie. I mean, what can you really do to someone who's not answering this kind of test, honestly? Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Not really. I kind of expected from these games. I've played these kind of games before, so I've taken these kind of surveys. Would you consider yourself captivated? I actually am. I'm kind of pulled into this. Very interesting. I'm into this. I really am. There's like 2 other games after this that are sequels to this. Depending on how y'all like this game, I might play the next 2. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Yeah, depending on the situation. Again, it's circumstance. If someone says, let's go to an abandoned insane asylum, I'm going, no. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Not really. Like, I know I'm smart, but I know I'm not like the brightest bulb in the bunch. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? Not really. Are you wondering which hidden messages you have missed? No. You want me to be honest? Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? No. Not really. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes yes. Mainly when I order stuff online. Do most humans annoy you? Do you prefer animals to people? Do you believe in magic? Yeah. Do you believe God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes, I just said earlier. I'm Christian. That's why you can't scare me with that. No, actually, no. This is why you can't scare me with the name Satan. It's not gonna make me go, oh no, the devil! It's only when something jumps at me, I'm like, alright. Alright. I am bright. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No. Do you answer the last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Are you alone? Right now? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Yes. Have you wondered who I am? Nope. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? Nope. Do you feel like you're being watched? Okay, right now as I'm recording this, not really. When this is up on YouTube, probably, but right now, no. Have you considered yourself quitting this session early? Nope. I'm having fun, man. You can't. Do you drink water every day? Yep. I sometimes will have coffee first before I have water, which is not good. That's not how you should start a day. Do you eat at least once per day? Every day? Yes. I love food. Okay, you can't keep food away from me. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages thus far? Nope. Do you realize that you just missed another one? Nope. Are you wondering what they were? Sure. Yeah, would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Not really. Is your favorite number 7? No. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? That is true, actually. We don't know how much time we've got, but it still feels like up until that point, it was like, it took a lot to get to these final days. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Are we saying that oranges are better than apples, or are we saying that apples are better than oranges? Because if we're saying that apples are better than oranges, I agree. If we're saying oranges, I say no. But I'm going to say in the context of apples are better than oranges, yes. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? I think I was taught that in science. I think we were taught that. I think we were taught that in science class. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? I do, because I myself have been given a lot of second chances, therefore I believe other people should. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? I believe that you can, actually. If you buckle down, and where there's a will, there's a way, pretty much. Like, if you are willing to grind and hustle, yeah, I'm gonna need that to stop. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? I think it's important to give freedom as long as like people are willing to listen to rules. Like as a parent, I will give my son freedom. But if he's being a disobedient, it's like, well, you're gonna have to deal with consequences. So obedience gets you freedom. But I'm talking about in the form of parenting and all that. And reality and everything, I mean, you disobey law, then you're going to jail. So you kind of need to obey a law. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? No, I've played Subnautica. Not doing it. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? Nope. Do you wish to be loved? I am. Thank you for asking. Do you have any addictions? Yes. Do you dislike the color pink? No, it's not a bad color. It's just not my favorite. Does the color gray seem depressing? No. Does that say a lot about me? Do you enjoy music? Yes. I think gray is actually a very beautiful color. Do you like to dance? Yes. Would you consider yourself normal? Do you love your parents? Yes. I love my mother. Have you ever been lied to? Who hasn't been lied to? Do you get angry often? Not as much as you would think. When I was younger, I did. Do you hold grudges? No, actually, eventually I'm just like, you know what? Freedom. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever lied? Yes. Who hasn't? Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Actually, yeah, I do. And there's some very beautiful flowers. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Not really. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? I've seen some things, but I don't think it was a ghost. Do you dream often? Lately, not so much. It feels like it's all just a blur and then I wake up. Do you have nightmares often? Not as much as when I was a little kid. Did the game just freeze? No! I have to start over! Alright, so I got right back to the do you have nightmares often? And no, I don't. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Every now and then I'll start going like, oh my gosh, oh no. There was one question though I accidentally answered incorrectly. I can't remember what it was though. Oh no, it was the, would you say you're captivated? And I accidentally pressed no and it's like, no. I would say yes. I would say that there are definitely times where it's like, do you exercise often, stay active? Yes, I do the best I can despite the circumstances and the fact that, you know, gyms are kind of, well, not a lot of them are open or they're very restricted. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? No, I've done a lot of healing in the past. Have you ever felt betrayed? I mean, again, who hasn't kind of, well, I mean, there are some people that haven't, but I mean, a lot of people, every now and then in life, you will go through a moment of not even fully realizing that it's betrayal, but you'll feel that wound. You ever feel lost in life? Yes. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? Not really. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. No, there's too many people here I love. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes, a lot, actually. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Yes, sadly, because it was done to me, and then I turned around and did it, and that's not right. No one should ever do that. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yeah, I dream high. I aim high. Sometimes I fall flat, but then I get back up and I start aiming high again. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yes, and then people tell me I feel so bad. Do you find space fascinating? Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind exploring planets, but I want it to be safe. I want it to be, okay, I want to be able to go to a different planet and be able to come back to Earth. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Painting? No. Drawing? No. Writing? Yes. So that's a form of art in a way? But that's more writing, so I would go with no. Would you yourself to be a good friend? Yes, actually, I'm always there for my friends. Whenever my friends need someone to talk to, I'm like, alright, talk to me, come. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? I think we're all flawed, actually. Do you believe in perfection? Perfection in people? No. Perfection in the things that we can try to do? Yes and no. I don't think anyone's perfect. I don't think there's a perfect person, so I don't really believe in perfection. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yes, it was wrong and it was when I was a kid. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? If it was in self-defense, I want to make that clear. If it was in defense, I will do what I have to do. I just want that to be clear. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? No, because I wouldn't want them panicking. I wouldn't want them freaking out. I'd just let everyone know, like, hey, I love you. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Yes, actually. And they kept it. I'm very happy about that. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? Oh, I'm answering all these questions, aren't I? Do you know who I am? No. Are you Satan? If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? No, because again, you're a little small pixelated figure, so if you appeared behind me on my bed, I wouldn't be terrified. But if you were tall, then maybe. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Yes, actually. Yes. I had friends who didn't like me because I could be that romantic, and they're like, "How are you like this?" I'm like, I don't know. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yeah, again, it was when I was a kid. As a teenager, I never really got into fights. I tried to avoid those. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Not really. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yeah. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? I did. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yes, and I dance when people are looking. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Otherwise, they won't be my best friend. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Parts of it, yeah. A lot of parts of it. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? No. I've learned from past mistakes of, like, I don't want to do bad things anymore. I just want to help people. I don't want to do bad things. I don't want to do things that are going to harm people. And stealing, even from a bank, is still damaging to people. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? No. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Like I said, I don't dream often that much anymore. Again, it just feels like a blur. I'm possibly dreaming. I'm just not remembering it. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Now, lately, I've gotten into them and it's like, ooh. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? Not anymore. In high school, I was a big class clown and I enjoyed it. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? I'm actually very curious. I think it'd be cool. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? No, but I know some people who have. Have you ever punched a nut? What? That went really extreme. Do you dream about going to space? Have you ever punched someone? Have you ever punched someone that belongs to a church? Do you like dogs? Do you like dogs better than cats? We were going so well until I had to restart this. Do you prefer to read more often than you prefer to watch movies? Actually, yes, because books can paint a picture that movies can't. Are you still wondering why I asked if you've ever punched a nut? Yes, actually. Do you get starstruck easily? I've never really met anyone that's made me go, oh, no. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really, just bam, right away. Nun punch. Bless you. Oh, I'll be blessed. No. Did you laugh? Yes. Did you say what the F in your head or even aloud? No. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometimes? No. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Nope. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Oh, I love them. Do you masturbate frequently? Oh. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? No. I know what you mean by frequently. I think everyone understands what you mean by frequently. That was just a very personal question. My God. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? By that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Is your mouth dry? Nope. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster? No, not really. Are you poor with money management? Lately, no, actually. Lately, I've been really good. Before, as a teenager, holy crap, you couldn't give me 10 bucks without me going to the store and buying a Slurpee. Do you enjoy solving mathematics? No. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No, not fluently. I'm learning other languages, though. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? America does count. Do you enjoy coffee? Oh. Do you believe in demons? Yes. Do you believe in angels? Yes. Are you afraid of sharks? Yes. Do you prefer baths over showers? No. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Nope. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few moments ago? Nope, because I have the sun out, and I'm not looking at my camera. Do you ever hear your name being called even when no one you know is calling it? Actually, no. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Nope. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Actually, at my old house I did, but that's because it was old. The wood floors creaked. We now live in a place where there's carpet. I don't have to worry about it. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Yes, but those are my neighbors. So in the way that you're trying to talk about it, no. Do you often look at the same time on the clock? Every day? No. Because when I look at the time, because I'm doing so much, the time's never the same. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pens? I used to, but I don't anymore. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yep, I actually would. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept that role? No. Do you ever wonder what it'd be like to be in prison? Don't want to experience that. Do you like fishing? Yes, actually, I really love it. Do you like hunting? Never been. Do you like camping? Yes, actually. Do you like guns? I think they're cool. If they're handled responsibly. Are you getting tired of answering questions? No, actually, bring it on. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? It's gonna breeze past that. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah. Do you always keep your promises? No, which is unfortunate. Sometimes I make promises that I know later on in the future I can't keep. Would you ever completely trust someone who has lied to you? I would love to give them second chances. It's burned me in the past, but I will still continuously be overly trusting. Are you an only child? Nope. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Have never been drunk, never plan on getting drunk. Do you like tattoos? Yes. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Never been high, never will be high. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Do you cry? Did you cry this week? I almost did. Because my son said something really sweet to me. Are you upset with someone right now? No, I have not seen a lot of people. Haven't talked to a lot of people because, you know, restrictions. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Yeah, it's called myself. Do you understand how this works yet? Nope. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them. The combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yes. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Nope. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No, I wouldn't believe that. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Not really. Because I know I'm not going to be alone. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly... Oh my god. Just walked outside? No, not really. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? No, not really, because again... There's not much to do outside! Do you feel like I know you yet? No. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Just the music. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very quickly, very carefully. I'm judging you. Don't judge me! Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. You've got to start taking life a bit more seriously. I hate to start this off so glumly, but you need a swift kick in the butt. I'm just being real and honest with you right now. You've got so much potential and you're not taking advantage of it. Wow! Calling me out, except I have been being very serious lately. It's just the things that I do, I can joke around in. So screw you! You can blame others around you, you can blame your circumstance, you can blame yourself. But no matter what, none of that matters at this point. You need to get going and you need to get the ball rolling. That's what I'm doing, man! Do you even realize that you could be a major star? Do you even realize just how incredibly talented you are? You don't, do you? You don't even understand how much potential you hold within. You need to pull your head out of your butt and get your crap together, because the world needs you more than you could ever even imagine. You're going to do amazing things in life, but only if you decide to. I know this wasn't what you were expecting, and maybe it isn't even what you wanted to hear, but enough time has been squandered. Seriously, you are an impressive specimen. You could do incredible things, and not just one or two. You could do a lot of amazing stuff if you really put your mind to it. It's absolutely imperative, however, that you stop looking for reasons not to get things done, and you turn your brain off for a while. Stop thinking, just do it. Stop dreaming, just act. I didn't know I was gonna get called out playing this game. Like, I'm sorry. Get started immediately. Stop taking breaks. Stop procrastinating, because here's the biggest truth. Your time is ticking away. You could still be a major success, but your chances are further limited as the sand of the hourglass falls. Get going. Your secret word is chaos. Remember this word. This will come in handy. I don't know if I like the secret word chaos. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in future projects we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave, and we will always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. I really like this. This was cool. I like these types of games. These are great games. They can actually get you to be very terrifying. I was kind of on edge the entire time thinking something because you just see the one spot. I'm just going to exit out of that. You just see the one spot that lit up, so I'm constantly thinking, because of other games I've played, of all the horror games I've played, that something's just going to appear in the dark. So I'm on edge because of that, but I really liked that. It really took a turn at the end because I thought something scary was going to happen. And I like the fact that it actually turns around and gives kind of encouraging word. It can be kind of aggressive, but I like the fact that it kind of was encouraging. I am always that person that is very much a dreamer and will contemplate how to get things started and never just act. So I like the fact that a game was calling me out going, hey, do it. And maybe someone watching this needed to be told that. So maybe this is for you. But if you enjoyed this and you want to check it out for yourselves and answer the questions for yourself and see what secret word you get, I will put the link in the description below. It's a Steam game. It is under $3, I believe. So why not go check it out and try it out for yourselves. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this. And if you're newer in here and enjoying what you're seeing, why not click that subscribe button and click the bell so you can get notified of my next video. But I will see you all in the next one. Bye!